It's wonderful to see you here. It's wonderful to see the bare feet, and it's a lovely environment. I thought I'd play some music for you today, but I just wanted to talk to you about something. When I was coming to write this speech, I had a lot of things I thought I might want to say, but when I actually came to sit at the computer to try and get my thoughts out, I was quite surprised that this is what I really want to tell you. In September 2008, I launched my debut album at the Basement in Sydney with a 13-piece band with a lot of my best friends from the Sydney music scene, people I'd been hoping to work with for years. And we had a fantastic night. Wheels were in motion to do a tour of the States and the UK, and I was starting to get booked for the summer festivals. But even playing that night, I had a sense that something wasn't right in my body and that it wasn't going to happen. And in the weeks after the launch, tests confirmed that an illness that I'd had for 2 years in the earlier part of the decade that had consumed my life, which I thought I'd got rid of, had come back, and it was about to take another big chunk of my life. And I want to reassure you, this isn't a story about illness as such. It's just part of the story. But over the next couple of months, I lost 20 kilos very rapidly. By February of 2009, I was unable to walk more than a few hundred meters. And by March, I was in a hospital bed with freezing cold bags of someone else's blood being pumped into my veins to keep me alive through the night. I felt a bit like Keith Richards from the Rolling Stones. It was during this time that I experienced something miraculous. I got better, of course, but that wasn't a miracle. That was just good science and a bit of luck. But the amazing thing was that in that period of days when there was nothing in my physical world other than pain, when I had no strength to pick up a guitar, no voice to sing with, no gigs on the horizon, nothing to look forward to, I've never felt such a sense of hope and peace and joy. And the reason can be summed up in one moment. My wife and I had been through this experience of the illness before, and the strain it had put on our relationship then had nearly ended us. And when I knew it was coming back, I kept it from her at first because I was worried what it would do to us to even contemplate going through that again. We were at the stage of wanting to buy a house and start a family, and now suddenly this misery was coming back. In January of 2009, she went to India for 3 weeks to go to an education conference, and I was supposed to go with her, but I told her to go that things would be all right, I'd be better when she got back. But instead she got back to find me pretty much on my deathbed, and I was terrified. I was almost too scared to look into her eyes. I felt as though I was responsible for bringing this back into our lives. But the look that she gave me, the way that she embraced me, openly, fearlessly, I knew instantly that no matter what happened, it would be all right, that she was there for me, that there was no blame, no judgment, only acceptance, forgiveness, strength, inspiration, courage, and above all, love. And if I sound like a man describing a religious experience, then perhaps I am, because if God is love, then love must be God. And love hit me like a lightning bolt. And maybe India had something to do with it as well. It can't be a coincidence that John Lennon wrote the lyrics to All You Need Is Love after the Beatles came back from hanging out with the Maharishi. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. There's no one you can save who can't be saved. There's nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time, as the song says. It's easy. And maybe love isn't all you need. Maybe you also need a warm bed and a comfortable house and a place you can see the sunlight through the trees and hear the birds. But I can say this to you and know that it's true for me. When love is all you have, you still have everything. But a person cannot be sustained by another person's love forever. Eventually you must learn how to generate your own supply. And if you can learn to love yourself the way that another loves you, if you can see yourself through their eyes, accepting you completely as you are, recognizing and seeing what makes you different and unique and celebrating that. Whether that person is a parent, a child, your best friend, or a complete stranger who suddenly becomes the center of your whole world. If you can learn to love yourself truly, then there's nothing you won't be able to do. You'll be a source of inspiration for others. You'll have an endless supply of fuel for your life's work. Your fire will never go out, and you will experience miracles. I wanted to play you a bit of music to finish with. I'm going to play a bit of a song called Wonderful World by Sam Cooke. The reason I chose this, it's a beautiful, simple song, and my life as a musician, performer, MC, pimp, frustrated poet, high school teacher, etc., can get complicated at times. Sometimes I forget who I am. Love is what makes it beautiful and simple again.
Don't know much about history, don't know much biology, I don't know much about a science book, I don't know much about the French I took, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. I don't know much about geography, I don't know much trigonometry, I don't know much about algebra, I don't know what a slide rule is for, but I do know 1 and 1 is 2, and if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Oh, what a wonderful world this would be.